Well, this is due diligence time at the state capitol, with lawmakers and especially their staffs crossing T's and dotting I's to make sure they're prepared for the session beginning on February 1st. And as always, eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley is keeping a close eye on what's being planned, which he discussed with our own Alisa Hines on Thursday.
Shawn, a major legislative deadline to request bills is already passed. So how many bills could we actually hear during this new session?
Well, it's always interesting to see. Lawmakers for the upcoming legislative session requested 3,813 bills and joint resolutions be reserved. That indicated that they plan to possibly file something. Now, not all of those will become bills, and in fact, some of them may take more than one piece of legislation to do exactly what the lawmaker hopes to do. But as a point of comparison, back in 2018, lawmakers requested 4,730 pieces of legislation be reserved. When all was said and done, though, only 2,800 bills and joint resolutions were filed. So January 21st, the deadline for filing bills and joint resolutions, we'll get a clear picture.
So the census is over, and now the redistricting process is underway. What's the legislature up to?
Well, they're doing a number of things. On Monday, they met with the vendor of their mapping service, the software program that they'll use to draw the lines once they get the data in April. And this gave members as well as those from the public an opportunity to see how that system works, how you can move those lines around, include certain areas, exclude others. Once that data comes in April, even the public will have an opportunity to play with that software online and draw their own maps if they would like and submit them to the legislature. Between now and the end of January, both the House and the Senate are holding a number of public hearings in communities across the state where individuals can offer their input into the process.
Now, some GOP lawmakers are asking the governor to not use a managed care plan for Medicaid in Oklahoma. What's the issue with it?
Well, we tried this back in the 1990s and it didn't work particularly well. And I think they remember that because what they saw were that providers dropped out of the state's Medicaid system. And as a result, it became very difficult for the participants in the system to find medical care. And they don't want to see that repeated.
The figures are in now for the November General Revenue Fund deposits, which of course make up the state budget. So what do they show?
November was a good month compared to the estimate. Collections exceeded the estimate, but came in a bit below the prior year. Year-to-date collections are above both the estimate and the prior year. Office of Management and Enterprise Services Executive Director Stephen Harp warns, however, that we need to be careful as we look toward the remainder of the fiscal year because there is a potential with the energy sector lagging that we could see collections decline.
As always, thank you for your insights.
You're very welcome.